That was loud.
Hello.
Stupid phone. Ah, loud!
Okay.
Okay, now I fixed it. Sorry about that.
Wow. You jump scared in the stream as well.
I jump scared myself. You fucking set up the camera.
Yeah.
Yes. OBS, close. This is gonna be an awful camera angle for you.
Oh, super zoomed. Whoa.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna move the TV or else Jesse wouldn't be able to see the game. We are playing Melee. And I'm trying to learn how to play Peach because apparently I'm pretty good at Peach. Which is so weird.
Or I'm just sucking.
Who knows? I mean, it's weird. Look at her hair.
Wow.
Well, no, at Walmart, you know what they started? They've already got the Christmas decorations up.
Remember when freaking stores would have like Coke things like set up in like a turkey and like a football for Thanksgiving? Yeah.
How did that work against you? Oh!
Fuck. Good day. That I'm friends with, I really like Halloween. And it was pretty decent this year, even though I didn't go trick-or-treating.
Hairspray is terrible in this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was actually a pretty good combo I got against you.
Yeah. Her up air is really good too for comboing.
I think I'm gonna play Peach more in tournaments and stuff if I learn combos and shit with her. Well, Jesse's playing with my new controller that I just... But how did that work? Oh! Okay.
Good.
Okay, so Jesse's playing with the new Smash controller that I just got, and I'm playing with one of my many Pearl controllers. Here's the controller if you care. The fucking controller has a super long cord, by the way. Like, Jesus Christ, it's twice as long as the original GameCube controller.
Yeah.
We've just been casually playing Melee. We were just messing around and I was playing as Peach and he taught me some stuff that Peach just does. And for some reason now it seems like I'm an alright player with Peach, which is odd.
Yeah.
Because she's just very strange.
If you're naturally good with the character, then...
Play as the character.
Pretty much. Kind of how I was with Falco. I was good with Mar, but Falco I like to play more.
Yeah, I would prefer to keep Mario as one of my mains, but as a secondary. If I'm gonna main Peach because I'm just naturally good at her, I'm just gonna keep Mario as my second up man.
Yeah.
But he won grand finals.
I won it twice in a row.
Yeah. Let's get dinner. Good.
I'm not
Hey,
sure
you
how
don't
many
play
people
shooting?
are, actually. We're gonna go eat real
His
fast.
dad comes. So bring dinner down there. What we'll do
Oh, wait, never mind.
These 2 hours.
These two right here are.
On the counter. Cool.
Yeah.
Big fish or big?
Probably fish.
Want any hot sauce?
I like it.
It's Fat Albert.
It's Nick.
I'll tell you this much. Somebody on my street already put up their Christmas decorations.
I will say, Jesse, when I freaking had you two do the money match, you went into like hyper overdrive.
Mm-hmm. The first match I was pretty good. Then,
Adam got fucking mega salt.
then the second match, that was the match where we were both like on even territory. Because
Yeah.
I was getting scared I was gonna lose it all.
Yeah, probably at elementary school, Schnick would have gotten even more impatient for Christmas Day.
I got very impatient for Christmas. Sometimes. We did this thing like 13 days before Christmas or whatever, where they put like a small toy in a stocking on every 13 days. To get something like that. I would just get super impatient.
Yeah, I already gave you your Christmas gift, so.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want to know the answer to that question?
I know the answer. I know the answer. The answer is not good.
In all honesty, at this point, asking me how it's going is not, basically your answer is always going to be not good. Like, if I actually say something first and I sound excited, then you'll know.
Is there any way to get Peach to not float without using double jump?
I don't know.
I don't think so. The only time I've heard her to do it is after her double.
That's pretty much all I'm doing right now. The only thing is I can't really work in places like Walmart because my mom and dad would lose their shit over it. Like they always use the excuse you didn't go to school for 4 years to work at Walmart or whatever.
So pretty much all day I was doing produce ambient run. Picking out fruit all day is what I was getting paid for today.
And TTwC from the orange juice.
Well, yeah, some lady my coworker dropped an orange juice and it splattered all over my leg.
That stung.
I wasn't mad at her, but it was just like, well, fuck, now I gotta get a new pair of pants when I get home. Well, yeah, it was accidental, but it's just like, well, now I have to go grab another bottle, and now I have to change my pants, because they smell like orange.
What's happening? Well, what do you mean by early holidays? Oh, well,
Christmas music.
I actually don't even know about that because I don't listen to radio, but I do have remembrances of fucking bullshit like that. It makes no sense.
Like this.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not ready yet.
And there's at least one house in my street that's already put up their Christmas decorations.
What the fuck?
It's so nice. I love it. It's such a good controller.
Did you get the GameCube controller for Switch already?
Look, Nick and Adam, here it is, the brand new one.
Well, wait a goddamn minute. That's the actual GameCube controller?
Yeah.
For Smash Ultimate.
Wait, what? So that's already out at GameStop?
They released that yesterday, along with the adapter yesterday.
Freaking, so my pre-order's still there.
Yes. Yeah, I did. It's just shipped with GameStop.
I guess I have to go pick it up at some point then.
You got 48 hours to pick it up before GameStop chucks your shit. Or no, they don't chuck your shit. They charge you an additional $5 to get it.
Huh.
Anyways.
So wait, your $5 just disappears?
No, if you put money down on it, that doesn't disappear. You just have an additional late fee.
Oh, what?
So wait, it came out yesterday?
And then slowly move it around in a circle. It's octagonal. Do you feel that?
Wait, it came out yesterday.
Yeah, it did.
That's why it feels so
stiff.
So
I have to get it tomorrow or suffer
that doesn't really have
fee?
that. I mean, it's a
no,
bit.
it has it a little bit.
So I have to get it tomorrow or suffer a late fee?
Yeah.
Well, okay then. Good job, Brandon. Talk without your mouth full next time. Anyways, right now, well, actually, not even right now. From the start, it's just been a huge waiting game because I've been waiting for information on when to start. Even though I've gotten a ballpark estimate, I still don't have the exact times or dates yet. I had to wait for the whole thing to get approved. I have to wait till certain events that are already are going to be happening at the church end up happening. And basically, the only ballpark estimate I have for my tournament is either towards the end of November or the start of December. And if it's at the start of December, then at that point, I might as well just do a Smash Ultimate tournament.
Do you want this piece of shit?
Pretty much.
Doesn't work with the Wii U, but it'll work with your computer.
Though the more I think about it, the more I wonder if I should really do a Smash Ultimate tournament beginning December, because the one problem is just the lack of characters I'm going to have from the start. So basically, if I did a Smash Ultimate tournament, I'd have to literally play the shit out of the game non-stop just to get as many characters in as possible.
By the way, didn't you say you were going to try to partner with GameStop?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he was going to try to partner with GameStop so he could get a day one Smash Ultimate tournament and have the grand prize as Smash Ultimate.
Well, I'd like it to be on day one, but part of the problem with that is December 7th is on a Friday, not a Saturday. I'd probably have to get further permission to even do it, but I don't even think it would be possible, honestly. I mean, the problem is just, availability for people might not even be there, like people that I need. to run the tournament might not even be there. I'd have to get additional.
You just need advertising.
Well, yeah, but that's for the tournament, Brandon.
Exactly. You just need to schedule the tournament, then advertise it, and people will be there.
Ow, my foot! Oh!
I can't literally stream it because internet is just not readily available, and even if I could connect to the internet there, it probably wouldn't be very good. Also, I'm not doing it on my personal channel because the problem is that anything else I create besides the event itself also has to be approved. So that website I made, that has to be approved separately, and the YouTube channel, that most likely has to also be approved separately. And there's no way in hell I'm putting it on my fucking personal channel. No fucking way. That would never get approved. And not only that, I wouldn't even do it on my personal channel either way because that would just cause chaos. So that's why I made a whole separate channel for it.
I can't remember what I was looking for.
But yeah, that separate channel either way still has to get approved separately. Okay, so what they were talking about, they being the person that runs the youth group and one of the members in the single board government, or whatever the fuck they call it, I thought I heard them say, oh, if they cuss, they're getting thrown out. And I took it as if they cuss at all, not if they cuss numerous times. So because I took that the wrong way, I had to bring it up to the person that runs the youth group and, well, technically my dad, too, because he was there when I was trying to mention it. And they took what I was trying to say as me defending cussing 100%, thinking that I'm saying, oh, yeah, they should be totally allowed to cuss at a church, which wasn't even what I was close to getting at. And they flat out assumed what I was saying completely, and they gave me a child vibe. And what I mean by that is that I felt like they were talking to me as though I was a child. Pretty much. And it pissed me off, because it's like, well, what the fuck? I'm creating this whole event. Do they think I'm that stupid or something? So, literally right after we fucking understand each other, get on the same page, my dad leaves the room, and I tell the person that runs the youth group, hey, don't take this as me trying to be rude or anything, but you guys kind of gave me that child vibe, and I didn't really appreciate it. And I think he said something along the lines of, oh, well, we were the ones that approved your thing, so you gotta have some respect for it. And it's just like, what the fuck? Because while, yeah, they did approve of the whole thing, you know, they have their reasons why they approved it, and I have my reasons why I created it. So, if anything, technically speaking, shouldn't it be them kind of respecting me for even having the opportunity for their church to get better in the first place? Yeah, and I get what they're saying that, oh, we approved of it, so you should be grateful for getting the chance to do this, but, I mean, to them, it should be more of a greater thing for them to have rather than me, because if you really think about the situation, with me, it's more of a situation of location. If they didn't approve of me doing it at their location, who's to say I couldn't do it somewhere else? Whereas with them, it's more of a matter of an opportunity for their church to grow bigger, or at least get better, and bring in more youth. That's their situation compared to mine. Me, just find a different location. Then, it's almost like a business opportunity at this point.
And then she just was like, it goes fucking like Dragon Ball Z style animation. Grabbing paper out of the air. So hilarious.
And that's exactly what happened with another church that I was fucking volunteering at. That is exactly what fucking happened. Fun fact, I actually proposed a fucking tournament idea similar to what I'm doing now at the other church, which is Central United Methodist Church. I tried there, but they were very close-minded about the whole thing. So, to me, it's just like, so, because they were closed-minded, we didn't end up doing tournaments there, and they didn't even get money. In fact, actually, funny enough, when I was proposing that, at the time, I was proposing it and with a paid entry fee thing, unlike nowadays where I'm actually having the entry fee $0. So, yeah. But even then, oh, and the reason why I did the paid entry idea back then was partially because of the fact that the church didn't have money, or at least not as much, because the whole thing was that some rich person was providing the money to the church, but that guy at one point stopped doing that. The church couldn't budget, apparently, and that's why they're losing money. Therefore, they got rid of their choir director, and then they lost their entire choir. Wow, that rhymes. Holy shit. But yeah, they lose. Oh, God, I can't talk. They lose their entire choir, and their church just really goes downhill at this point. They moved to a smaller room instead of their big chapel, or at least that's what I think it's called. And they wanted me to live stream their stuff with a phone on Facebook Live instead of these actual fucking camera equipment that they had in the bigger room. The reason why they moved in the smaller room was because they didn't want to air condition a big room with not that many people in it.
I've always played.
So at that point, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not.
I don't understand how you do it.
That's ridiculous.
Kind of just based on.
Watch, I probably won't even be able to fucking.
Actually, I was going to both churches simultaneously. Central United would be in the morning during their church service, and then the other church, Sunrise United Methodist Church, was at night for their youth. So I was going to both churches, but yeah, it was just.
I actually used to do a thing where I do
told them, hey, look, if you're gonna use, or no, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself.
The thing I also
they
do
said
is
they will still use the bigger room for special events like Christmas, stuff like that. So I told them, well, if you're gonna do that, then I'm still open for that. But
and when I got it once, I'd be like, all right,
come down to do this thing on the phone. That's just not what I'm willing to do. So then they never contact me.
Your wave shit is so.
I guess they didn't need me anymore. So just like, well, sucks for them.
3, 2, 1, go.
Stick work.
Also, what the fuck? Did you see how he rolled? I was like, and then I just fell off.
Something I actually thought about recently. Going back to when I was talking about the cussing thing, trying to figure out why they wanted to ban people from just general cussing instead of numerous cussing. I didn't ever take account in the fact that the only tournament I went to, I don't really remember people cussing at that location. And that wasn't even a church. That was a store. So, to me, making the defense of people are going to cuss at some points because it's tense. You know, it may be technically correct, but even then, I don't think it would happen as often as I
You can't
thought
C
it
drop
would
when
at the
you're doing that?
time.
You could use a C stick.
And yeah, there were some people that got pissed off,
Like,
even kids,
you
because
could
there
use
was
a
a
stick.
couple of kids at the tournament that actually did participate,
See,
and they got pissed off, but I don't remember them cussing.
it's really cool.
So,
I didn't know you could do that.
yeah, I'm still saying that cussing,
What
yeah,
I'm
it's still
thinking.
possible, but, you know, whatever society deems inappropriate, I guess.
Was that a fucking Stitch face?
For example, Nigga is a cuss word. And apparently to society, Nigga is as offensive as Nigger, even though Nigga is
Just
what?
say A and ER. That'd probably be easier. The
A
A word.
and R. Well, regardless, the A version, while I don't entirely know the history about the word itself or the versions of it, what I do know is that it was probably created by
Jesse? Why do I
blacks.
have
I don't know how else to represent them, but blacks because, well, I think it might have to do something with like, oh, they use this word against us, but now let's change it so then it's like our thing. I don't exactly know how to describe it, but
That would be beating.
and then is, you know, offensive basically. I mean,
Let me just.
we should all know why it was used or what it's used for, or what I should say. And yet, despite that fact, people still think that A is just as offensive as which, you know, I don't really know how I feel
so many
about that.
times.
In fact, not only that, I also don't entirely understand why people get offensive and triggered when whites use the A version. Especially when it's towards a black person. Generally, when the white person and the black person know each other well, or might even be friends outright. Apparently, that's still offensive. An example of this being a person was on YouTube called Etika, where he used the A version of the N-word on Twitter, and yet he got fucking, I think, banned for it. Temp ban, maybe? He got a temp ban/ban on Twitter for using the A version. And,
What's that
yeah,
noise?
that's pretty good. Oh. Wait.
Oh, and keep in mind,
I don't think the cultural thing fits with
keep in mind that social media platforms love to play favorites. Like, let's just say, you know how quite a few people on YouTube, they get their channel falsely claimed and struck down, and then sometimes they could take at least a week, if not over a month, to get their channel back? It was reported that Anita got her channel shut down once for the same reason, but YouTube, because they just love her so much, her channel was back up in about a half hour.
Wow.
Maybe I should just do random millionaires.
It's a good thing she's not relevant anymore, though.
Yeah, but
And that's my
Why the
point. This
I'm
year,
trying to
people are
waste. That's
through
what
with
I'm trying
that
to do.
bullshit, and that's why a lot of it's getting. That's why the offended over this, offended over that. That's why people are getting tired of it, and that's why it's going away.
Because
But to close, or I guess to close, unless you had any other questions about my tournament thing, because that's what we were originally on topic of. Wait, you said double tournament and double bracket. With double bracket, that already is going to be a thing, but that is going to depend on how many people end up showing up. And I believe, from what I remember, I set the limit to 8 people or less would constitute a double bracket, and 9 people or more would constitute a single bracket setup. And also, before you ask, you might have this idea in your head, but
Jesus
if you
Christ.
thought about asking, well, are you going to have multiple setups so then you can run multiple battles in the bracket at the same time? No, I'm not going to be doing that for a couple of different reasons. Number one being I'm going to be recording matches. I only have one laptop and one capture card. So getting those two things, getting those two things would, it would be way too much money to get all those things. So there's that. And also, not entirely sure if I have the room to. Oh yeah, actually, sorry, I forgot to mention this. I don't have multiple TVs either. I mean, I have a TV, but it's a pretty small TV. I don't think a crowd would be able to really see what's going on with a small TV. And my projector, while it does have a multi thing where, like, you plug in 2 different sources and it can display those sources at the same time. While I could do that, again, I'm only recording one kind of thing at a time, so it would just kind of be redundant.
My shield. How was even happening?
Jesus. But yeah, there's that. The only other thing I could really say is I'm still figuring out how to run Splatoon 2 tournaments, because it doesn't seem as simple as Smash. Because with Smash... Well, yeah, but that's not the complicated thing. The complicated thing is how their rules are generally set up, because with Smash, it's very, very straightforward. You have these legal maps, you have these legal characters, which mostly is all of them, and if there are legal or illegal characters at all, there is always the gentleman's rule. So there's that. As far as I'm aware of, I don't think they have turf wars in tournaments for the most part. And as for the ranked modes, it seems like all they do is they just go through each one match at a time. And as for maps, I honestly don't know what they do. Like, I don't know. I mean, sure, there's illegal maps for modes, but there's, like, not a list that I can find so far to even decide that kind of thing. Like, local? Oh, God.
Oh, man, you had so many invincibility frames.
You know, at that point, might as well just do a real-life Smash tournament. Even that would be easier.
Did I miss?
Well,
The direct.
let me just say that there was only two huge things that I would comment about from the whole direct. Number one, well, for anyone not watching this or not watching the direct,
You totally read
just
that.
don't listen to this part, I guess. And Vandalay, you watched it, right? The direct. Oh well, then in that case, I guess I can't even say anything specifically. So,
What? Okay.
how do I describe this without spoiling anything? I suppose, somewhat disappointing in the middle, and very interesting towards the end.
Okay. Oh, did that really happen?
I wouldn't say terrible, I would say disappointing.
Please be.
I did not watch the direct. I just looked up the
I feel like I do
news
that
that
on the
came
other-
out of
I
it.
feel like I can actually like run around, you know?
And from what I read, looks like it's definitely improving over Smash 4, and that's all I need.
Yeah, as Jesse describes, Smash Ultimate is what Smash 4 should have been and more.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. I got Peach there.
Well, I already had Smash Ultimate pre-ordered for a while because I was getting $20 off at Best Buy, so I figured why not.
As for me, see, the thing is that I was, for the most part, not as hyped as I was for Smash 4, because I was trying to purposely make myself not hyped in case the game was going to be somewhat of a disappointer like Smash 4 was. However, with the last Direct, that literally turned things around, and it was the last Direct, too. So everything else, I was just like, oh, that's cool. But then the last one just fucking flipped everything around. Even if I was slightly disappointed, I might have ended up buying it anyways. Well, at least this one, there's supposed to be skill matchmaking in this one, so hopefully it'll fit better for you. Because, Brawl and 4, what they do is they just hook you up with people. There's no specific skill thing or anything. It's just, oh, if we find a person, there you go. This one, it's
Not really.
extremely specific. In fact, actually, you can even set it by, well, I think you can set it by internet quality. I think.
Oh shit.
So yeah, there you go with that.
Jeez, you just sparked.
You can pick, I don't care.
Didn't that happen?
What the fuck?
That was total beanior. Nope.
Honestly, I don't think I have anything else.
The only thing I only have one update. I think my burnout with people on YouTube has reached its peak, and it's gotten to the point where I am officially done watching YouTube unless the few people I like upload something new.
Wait. What?
Have you
Wait a
seen
minute. Hold on. What happened?
Resident Evil Survival?
Well, I
Survivor?
said that for the past year, watching people on YouTube has become less and less interesting, and now it's to the point where I literally do not want to watch YouTube, except for the occasion when the few people I do like upload something. Yeah, like, to me, everybody on YouTube feels like everybody I've watched on YouTube feels like they're the same. Primarily, I watch people that talk about, like, media and whatnot, and I watch reviewers. I'm not really into, like, dude bro comedy or anything like that. The only other videos I liked were destruction videos, but those have pretty much dried up because Psycho Dad doesn't make any anymore. Angry Grandpa's dead. Greatest Freakout Ever is pretty much done.
$64? That was 79 in my check. Could be.
I'll admit, Let's Players were among the first people I saw on YouTube, but the thing is, I have not watched Let's Players in years. Not counting Brandon's videos and Adam's videos, of course.
Oh, we don't count?
Yeah, all of you are special exceptions. I like watching your reactions. I'm not interested in nobody else.
Oh, the wave. The fucking air dodge.
The wave
I
stun.
hate that it takes away your fucking jump.
It doesn't do that in Ultimate, but it's still super long.
Two things I can think of on top of my head are Year 1 of Switch being released and Splatoon 2. Splatoon 2, I guess I got burned out from playing so much of it. Well, I might have gone burned out, I'm not sure. But I definitely know for a fact I got burned out Year 1 of Switch, where the only game I was interested in for a while was Breath of the Wild. I played that as the only game so much that I just kind of lost interest in it.
What the fuck?
I left my Switch literally sitting in the closet for months, literally collecting dust, until Splatoon 2 came around, where I actually started getting a little bit more interested. Then probably left it alone again for a while until Splatoon 2 came around, and that's where I started really using the Switch a lot more. Eventually I got more games with it, but I don't think it would be until, like, I don't know, maybe the next year or so until I got even more games. I'm not really too sure. Oh wait, actually I did get some other games, but they're not like AAA or anything. They were like
How did we have the same
top-down arcade shooters. You know, the ship kind. Or I guess a better way to describe it would be bullet hell games.
Mate,
Oh.
I had to save you there.
It feels like this year I've burned out on a lot of things. Like, frickin' last year, I was going to the movies theater at least once a weekend.
Hey,
Now, this year, I've barely gone. I mean, I was going to see movies just because they were getting good reviews. And I don't know. Last year, 2017, there were a couple of movies I saw, like Logan Lucky and other movies like that just did not interest me. Like, the thing I like in movies is suspense. Like, that's, like, my key thing. Like, and also intrigue and mystery. Like, I want to figure out what happens next. I want to see if a character's going to make, like, and the thing is, Logan Lucky, I went to go see it because it was, like, the Ocean's movies, and it was, like, a heist movie. I was like, oh, wow, that should be pretty interesting to watch.
Any character.
But the thing with the Ocean's movies and Logan Lucky is that they focus more on the comedy than the heist. It's supposed to be more slick.
Like matches.
And the thing is, the freaking main characters usually are not in danger from the police. Like, you know they're pretty much gonna do the heist okay. Like, literally, it's all more about the comedy than it is the actual heist, and that was not what I liked. And then, so I was seeing, and then there were a couple of more or less art house movies I was kind of seeing because they were getting good reviews. And then that all reached its peak with Molly's Game, and you all know how much I hate that movie.
Why do I do that all the time?
And I pretty much just stopped going to movies, pretty much. And the funny thing is, I gave those kinds of movies a couple more tries. Like, there were 2 more movies this year in particular that I saw. They were called Thoroughbreds and Chappaquiddick. The former focusing on 2 girls reforming a friendship and basically getting rid of an abusive father. And the second movie was the story of one of the Kennedy brothers accidentally killing someone and the controversy afterwards.
What?
Those movies were better than Molly's Game, in my opinion, but I had one thought in my mind. Did I really need to go to the movie theater to see this?
Mate,
This was
I
something
really
I
have
could
this
have
knowledge.
watched on Netflix or freaking cable TV for free. Did I really need to spend 25 freaking
$77? What?
soda, ticket, and everything to go see this movie in theaters? And yeah, like, me going to the movies just got less and less. I mean, thankfully the summer at least had some decent movies like Avengers, Ant-Man, Incredibles, and the like. And then, of course, well, yeah. And then the biggest gap between me going to see a movie was 2 months. I went to go see Mission Impossible at the end of July, beginning of August, and it wasn't until the middle of October when I saw Halloween. Then as for November, pretty much the only 2 movies this year I want to see are possibly Creed 2 as well as the new Fantastic Beasts. And then into 2000... You have not seen any Harry Potter movies?
There's only Fantastic Beasts that you need to see, and then the second one's coming out, I think, this year or next year.
Well, yeah, there is a new Fantastic Beast coming out this year, and that's one of the only movies I want to see. And then next year, there's pretty much only... I might go see the new X-Men. I might go see Avengers 4. Oddly enough, I don't want to see Captain Marvel because it feels like it's Ghostbusters 2016 all over again, and I don't know. I don't want to support that.
Captain Marvel is always girl, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Well, no, it's not the movie. Captain Marvel, the movie itself is not doing anything wrong, but the actor sure is.
Nasty, I am your stupid pillar combos.
Yeah, the actor playing Captain Marvel is a through and through SJW. Like, she got offended when someone asked her number. She was at a freaking award show. She kept claiming that less white men had to be movie critics, not acknowledging the fact that freaking people of different ethnicities and like other cultural backgrounds might not be interested in doing movie reviews. Like it's always freaking evil white man excluding people from work. I'm tired of freaking people telling me I'm a bad person.
What happened? I got interrupted. Okay. And?
Fucking pillar combos.
Wait, but what was about that comment of people telling him that he's a bad person?
Yeah, I made it perfectly clear. The main reason why I'm happy SJWs are getting defeated this year is because I am through with them telling me I'm a bad person because I'm a straight white man. And no other reason.
Oh.
Pillar combos. God, stop doing the fucking pillar combos.
That's
Bye-bye.